shoulders of the 52 Illinois natives in the blue and white on the Eastern Illinois side. A big opportunity, an important one for Northwestern to get back on the right track. And Azamo will take this from his own goal line. He got put down at about his own 19-yard line.
And he sees the field well.
They want to get the ball out of his hands quickly. First throw incomplete, looking for Bryce Kurtz. You mentioned that he is an athlete. They used him last year primarily as a runner, had 19 carries for 80 yards. They'll go to the ground on the second play, and this is the stability we talked about in the open with Cam Porter, who's dragging tacklers up for a first down.
When Cam Porter, I mean, he's on right now.
Gain of 11 on that last run. Why not go back to him? Found another crease. Ball came out, though. Ball came out. It is available. Eastern Illinois thinks they have it. So third play of the game, and it appears as though Northwestern may have just dodged a bullet. They do. They're able to pick it up. And this time they go, Hyman was the big run on the sideline, inside of Pless territory. So a switch up this time to Joseph Hyman. Lausch's second pass attempt, pretty good pocket, no step up. Here's the running ability you talked about. Got a good chunk with his legs, and maybe that's how he gets himself into it.
Yeah, it could be, and it's one of those, it doesn't matter. You just have to get into the flow.
There's a flag on the far sideline then, so see what this
formation. 4th and 4 in the backfield offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Lausch felt he had a great week of practice. Coaching staff reiterated the same sentiment. Hyman is back here. Looks that way, then goes over the middle and has the catch to A.J. Henning, one of the guys who had really good conversations with throughout the course of practice this week. 3 starters back from last year, 78 total career starts across the board. Lausch, another good pocket here. His first deep shot all the way to the end zone, and it is incomplete. He wanted Kurtz going long distance there. Instead brings up 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. Lausch trying to use his legs to get it. Took a big hit, came up just short. Marking about half a yard away from the first down.
Nice hit. Nice job in the open field. Lausch lowered his shoulder, and he was met with the same force, so they're going to set up a 4th down, which they're going to go for here.
Early decision
time. Low ahead, that's good. One went low, one went high.
Phoenix Porter went shoulder to shoulder with him. So Jack Lausch in his first career start, tasked with an early 4th and 1. How about this for confidence from your coaching staff on your opening drive?
Yeah, with your offensive line.
Up to hand it off, and they may have not gotten there.
They didn't.
Gave it to Cam Porter, and the defense was ready. Elijah Tolbert hyped up. One of their key pieces on the Eastern Illinois defense stepped up and made an important play.
It was 3, it was Burt. I couldn't quite see the number on that. It was either 11 Tolbert or Burt 3.
Yeah, Tolbert came down. Now opening offensive series for Eastern Illinois. They go to Terrence Gibson on the first throw from Pierce Holly.
Starts letting the ball go a little bit too soon.
Experience.
That's what they have to be able to get.
Yeah, experienced as well. Goes to Gibson again. Had him, but couldn't quite find the target there to push Northwestern back. First test here. On 3rd and 2, they try to test out the line of scrimmage, and they get pushed back. So Northwestern wins that round up front after Eastern Illinois had the 4th and 1 stop on Northwestern's opening drive. So they will punt. Jacob Horvath, the Aussie punter, back to boot it away. A.J. Henning, as per usual, back to return the punts for Northwestern today. He'll fair catch that one at his own 9. The college football, you get to blend both here. In Evanston tonight, they will hand it off to try to get some breathing room. Right now, this Eastern Illinois defense got to be feeling pretty good about themselves after the 4th and 1 stop. In motion, out to dump it over the middle, and he was met promptly by Phoenix Porter. Lausch got that away. His intended target, Lang, slipped out of the route. And that should bring out the punting unit, especially in your first start. Trying to get that timing down. Cooper Willman might be able to set Eastern Illinois up with some pretty good field position here, even with the fair catch. They're going to start up at about the 47. They set up their playmakers in space. Out on the edge, pick up a good chunk there on first down. Eastern Illinois playing in the Big South Ohio Valley Conference Association. Down goes Holly in the backfield. Jalen Pate came up along with Aiden Hubbard to make the play. And Pierce Holly pressured again, got hit again, and it was Hubbard again.
Hubbard came off the edge. Nobody got him.
Manavez.
That's it. That is. Manavez does a poor job. When in doubt, take the closer guy. Don't let the guy come free.
That's a tough task for a tight end.
He's doing pretty good.
No touchdown passes for this offense through 2 games. Now in the week 3, that one short, got pressured quickly. Again, an O-line that hasn't allowed a sack yet. Through 2 games, first time in consecutive weeks doing that in 16 years. Here's the physicality aspect of it. There is a flag. We'll see if this run might be coming back as they brought Cam Porter back in.
Holding. Defense number 99.
Defensive holding.
10-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Right back up the gut they go. The physicality, the kind of slam it in your face mentality on display early right now from Northwestern. Jack Bailey, the center, first year in this program, but a lot of experience overall in college football at different stops. He's going to set up blocks here for Lausch to break through and get a first down with his legs, still pushing that pile up near midfield.
That's a nice job of the interior line right there.
Formation, another power run for Porter. Got past the first tackle, then gets shoved out of bounds by Zay Gentry. But not before a good chunk there to put him ahead of the chains again.
I don't know who shoved through at the end there. It looks like a nice stiff arm. Cam Porter got on there to gain a couple extra yards, but nicely blocked on the inside to use his speed to get to the edge. Well done.
Say that the thing they love about Cam Porter is that it's never about him, but he's moving at a pace that's just different than everyone else, whether it's off the field going into meeting rooms, whatever it might be, on the field in drills. His mindset really has been embodied as the consistent force amidst a change this week at quarterback. He's going to be really important today. Lausch well protected, good coverage downfield, has to look up. There's a dart to the sideline, incomplete.
Nice job of coming back to that ball.
Lausch took a big hit from Joel Barrows as well, and get it back to Porter, muscling his way ahead inside of the 40.
So they can rely on this. So the one thing you're seeing right now to this 3-minute mark in the first quarter is that the offensive line of Northwestern is winning the battle up front. Cam Porter's taking advantage of that. A lot of his stuff is coming from the inside. He'll bounce it to the outside every now and then, but they're winning on the inside.
It's Chris Wilkerson, the head coach for Eastern Illinois, former University of Chicago head coach. Flag goes flying before this next snap. And then another flag.
Multiple flags.
Officials coming together here.
Calvin Johnson had a nice little dance over there. It's funny for me to say Calvin Johnson as a
For
receiver.
both of us.
Yeah, how about it?
He's trying to be the next Megatron, embodying that name.
There's some pretty darn big shoes to fill.
Literally, big shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
encroachment. Offense number 87, the 5-yard penalty, first down. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 7, defense number 4. The yardage portion cancels. It is the first unsportsmanlike conduct foul for each player, a second. The result in game ejection.
.250 to go in the opening quarter. Lausch will keep this on a designed run, and he has legs in space on the opposite side. Down the sideline he goes. First big play, this time with his legs for Jack Lausch. Opted to decommit there, then felt Northwestern was the right fit. Living his dream tonight of playing for his hometown school as QB, making his first career start. Next Kylan, so a key aspect of Lausch's passing game. We'll see how they replace that. They've been going to his legs early on, made 2 men miss, got all the way down to what appears to be the 1-yard line. Back-to-back night games for Northwestern. Fittingly, and they get in the end zone with it. Cam Porter, the captain, right now. That trend continues in the opening quarter today. Terrence Gibson back to return this kick. He'll let it sail over his head for a touchback. Eastern Illinois offense comes back out. A connection with Cooper Willman from Pierce Holly. They'll pick up a first down, move the chains, and a good chunk play coming out of the gates there.
Nicely done. They're going with the hurry-up offense. Trying to get this defense in the same zone look. Oh, great play. That's a great play. Ran right through the blocker.
C.J. Nelson came in motion. They have to run it with Flowers into traffic, and down he goes after getting some of that yardage back.
Still going to be 3rd and long. This is exactly where Northwestern wants them. And that's going to be the end of the quarter.
Coach, your team is 100+ rushing yards in the first quarter. How does that open up the rest of your offense?
You know, it should open up the passing game, play action opportunities. Excited about the way that we're finishing. Excited to see Jack starting to settle in. You can tell with some early throws that he's a little jittery back there, but he's going to settle in. Now we just got to keep this thing rolling into the second quarter.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Is complete.
Cooper Willman with the grab there, gain of 11. Pick up the first down for Eastern Illinois.
They're playing a little bit of the zone there, and they're just going in front of it.
They're trying to go up-tempo, much like Duke tried to go a week ago against Northwestern. Northwestern did a good job in that game of controlling the tempo against the faster-paced team for Eastern Illinois. Both with a ton of mutual respect. Hole opens up. Here's Holly, steps up in the pocket, and his receiver who just dropped it. C.J. Nelson had a first down, but couldn't hang on. All right, so this is going to be a 4th down test for Northwestern's defense. Holly steps up, trying to get it with his legs, and it looks like he got there.
He did.
Needed 4, got 5. Second team all-conference a season ago. They handed off, trying to keep a balance going. Mueller met him, though, at the point of attack.
He didn't buy the fake.
Where's that green dot for the coach-to-player communication defensively for Northwestern? Immediate pressure. They go downfield. Diving attempt incomplete. Flag does come in.
Yeah, that's going to be against Northwestern. He held him at the top of his route. Kind of tried to grab onto him.
Looks like Braden Turner on the coverage.
Holding. Defense. Number 8. 10-yard penalty automatic. First down.
It'll be Eastern Illinois setting up in their best field position of the game to this point. To the sideline again for Willman again. Illinois native. That was exactly what Chris Wilkerson said to you, Matt. Take what they give us.
Yep.
Right now, they're giving him some missed tackles. MJ Flowers again. They're on the precipice of doing that here. Ali gets it away, looking for the end zone.
It depends if he had a foot down. I didn't see it.
They call it a touchdown.
They are.
Able to hook up with Eli Mirza, one of their top targets who had over 700 receiving yards a season ago. He does just that. Washington came up short today in the Apple Cup against Washington State. And meanwhile, trying to return this back the opposite way for some good chunk yardage. That is Hyman all the way up to about nearly the 40.
One guy to beat.
Possibly a touchdown.
I never talked about kickers.
No, you don't. Over the middle, Kurtz had to adjust to that football. Stretching this one outside. They took a big hit out on the perimeter. Solid contact made by Najee Burt, the corner who they hyped up heading into this week. He had 2 interceptions a week ago.
Boom, that's a great hit, especially by a corner. Most corners don't even like to tackle, but he came up with enthusiasm, especially after that fact. So, wow, that's a good hit. Nice job, run right through that thing. Lowered the shoulder. Feel like watching that one over.
You can hear those pads pop. Lausch has been well protected. He wanted laying again, 3rd time trying to connect with him. Incomplete.
Right through his hands. Look.
Northwestern uses a few different tight ends. Duke Olges is another one we haven't seen yet. High spiraling boot here, and it's fair caught by Cooper Willman. First year as the full-time head coach. They go over the middle and incomplete. U-line in the coverage there with Fitzgerald with them going into this matchup against a good Eastern Illinois team coming off an 8-win campaign a year ago in a top 25 FCS program. To the sideline, really good coverage from Theron Johnson over there in the one-on-one matchup. In another battle here early on with an in-state opponent in Eastern Illinois under the lights. This is going to be 3rd and about 7 coming up. Maybe
I like
6.
the call, though. I like the call.
A 4th down, rather.
One guy, you know, that I don't see at all is Soccer, number 4. Their pass rusher. Well, they didn't say he was hurt. I don't see him on the sideline there.
We haven't seen him out there yet. I know it's a guy that you love on the field.
Oh, that kid's legit.
They tried to come after that punt. A.J. Henning back. And they'll try to return this. Now Henning had a nice first step. A good second step as well. Gonna set up Jack Lausch in the offense with some pretty good field position. Jack Lausch coming back out. A lot of friends and family in the stands. They watching him. He hands it off here. This is what you wanted to see, Matt. Get back to the ground game, back to Camp Porter.
Absolutely. So let this offensive look. This is a well-coached offensive line. So this is just take advantage of this offensive line and just run the ball.
Lausch pumps to one side, goes to Porter on the other. Trying to spin out of trouble. Could not. Nick Coates, the Louisville, Kentucky native. 1 for 4 on 3rd down so far.
Great protection.
Really good pocket. Great.
Settle down.
Coverage downfield, so off to take off himself. Once the contact, embraces it at the end. Tried to get the 1st down. Matt, we'll see where they mark this.
He's just short.
4th and inches. Just a couple of inches. Trying to muscle forward. They got stopped on 4th and 1 earlier. Didn't let that happen again. Again, the O-line leading the way right on cue. Porter able to move the chains with a big play. Patient, powerful running. Couple of words he used to describe Cam Porter. 10 carries, 55 yards before that last run. 2 touchdowns last week. 1 in OT. 2nd down for Lausch. Once Kurtz, one-on-one, comes back to the ball, but it is incomplete. Our movement. Who went first?
Flag on the field.
Like Tiernan may have jumped.
Ball start. Offense number 72, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Drops him back to 3rd and 12, though. Kind of scoots him on the borderline field goal range. Not super windy tonight. They go back to the air. That is complete. Definitely get back in field goal range here on the connection. Olsen will come out. 41-yarder. Trying to give Northwestern the lead. It was blocked. That was blocked. Birch trying to scoop it up. He couldn't pounce on it. Ball is loose. It's like a hot potato underneath there along the midfield logo. So, tie game. We remain. Dre, Jean, Lewis. Slipped through his hands. Now Holly goes back to work. Not much of a runner, but he picks up about 5 there.
Here's Holly.
Under 4 to go. Eastern Illinois with all 3 of their timeouts. Flag went flying. The ball was nearly intercepted. Dropping back was Evan Smith there. But we'll see what the flag is for. Evan Smith kind of turned into a receiver dropping back there.
Exactly. And that's exactly what he has to do. You have to transition. He had a chance at it. Looked like he dropped it. He's going to go against Eastern Illinois.
Yeah, they're back
Illegal
them up.
formation. Offense more than 4 in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Eastern Illinois' offense, much like Northwestern's offense, has fed off an improved O-line. Holly's had some good time to get throws away. Got another one away down the sideline there. Able to connect with Anthony Manaves, the Chicago native 5th-year senior who went to St. Patrick High School.
Manaves was open right away, and he saw him right away. And so he had time. The key here is he had time to be able to make that throw. Manaves just ran that. There's a drop coverage there somehow.
Gain of 33. Manaves went to the same high school as Northwestern defensive coordinator Tim McGargle, who's a Chicago native himself, also went to St. Patrick. This guy who recruits the south side of Chicago for Northwestern. His first year as the DC, and the defense facing a really experienced quarterback today who's looking really confident. Dangerously in and out of the hands of C.J. Nelson, who he tried to connect with that time with 2:29 to go in this half. Creeping up on the red zone here. Trying to potentially take a lead heading into the locker room. That's the mindset right now. If you're Eastern Illinois, it's heavy underdogs on the road. They go to the air, and this time it's caught. It's the running back, Flowers, who gets cut down out on the edge. Coco Azuma came up to make the play. Aiden Hubbard came off the edge, but Holly slipped away. Now Holly's looking downfield to the sideline. That catch is ruled incomplete, out of bounds. One, and Cooper Willman leads all Big Ten edge rushers with 10 pressures this season. Meanwhile, Drew Schiller going to try to give Eastern Illinois their first lead of the game.
And that was blocked.
It got tipped. So now we've had 2 blocked field goals in this game on either side. David Braun fired up after his team responds with a big special teams play of their own. And now going to Bryce Kurtz. He is down at the 24-yard line. 1:38 to go. Northwestern with all 3 of their timeouts.
We have to go hurry up here because we got $1:30 on the clock.
Perhaps a little faster than they would like to go at this part of the field. Go underneath.
They're still going to be short by about 2 yards. He's taking what they're giving him because right now they're playing a zone, they're dropping deep, and you're going to give the underneath coverage, so he's taking it.
Shockey on the tackle.
We're in a cover 2 shell. They're playing cover 2.
They brought Burt on a corner blitz. Lausch has to step out. Good late throw to Lang. Those two have been trying to link up all first half, and they finally do it, what should be the final drive of the half.
That's just well done.
Lausch making his first career start, very minimal amount of throws before tonight. That one into tight coverage, a tight window, and it got broken up by Moses Alexander. Northwestern trying to take the lead into the locker room. They've got blocks set up here. They've got blocks set up for Hyman. He picks up a first down.
That's a nice job right there by Phoenix Porter to be able to make that tackle inside out, because if he doesn't make it, he might still be running.
Hyman's got that second gear we talked about. Northwestern offense moving quickly. Another tight window, another completion that is ripped away. Some physical finish to this catch and run for Gordon. Pressure came quickly. Smart. And a smart decision to throw that away. Live to fight another day.
Exactly right.
They bring for the handoff to Hyman. Broke free. Second gear. Second level. Touchdown.
Just when we start talking about how well he's throwing the ball, Hyman says, give it to me, I'll take it to the house.
A 14-7, Northwestern up with 14 seconds to go in the half. Gibson back to return this kick. And they'll sail it over his head for the touchback. But not much time to work with here. They seem content to go to the locker room down 7.
And that should probably do it.
Battle of the first half. Physical. Northwestern knew that Eastern Illinois would come to play tonight. They've done just that. They were winning some of those battles as Gibson will let this fall into his chest and take it back here. Got a good block. Gibson gets a hole. Up the sideline. Got cut down from behind. But a good burst out of the gates there. And now the Eastern Illinois offense will come out. Their game last week was decided by 7 points. Won it against Indiana State. Northwestern thinks that ball came out. And it looks like he was marked down.
Yeah, he marked him down. You see the line judge with his hand up, hand in the air and pointing down. That means he marked him.
Second down.
Ali had to throw that into the feet of Flowers. Third and 8, more pressure. One-on-one matchup, incomplete.
You said it right, one-on-one. They went to man coverage. They brought an extra guy inside.
And he had to race up to that, took a very high hop. Kind of had to dangerously snag it down before he got swung down.
A.J. Henning fields the punt. Flag on the play.
Now the Northwestern offense comes out for their first series of the opening half. Caleb Lyons made the tackle. There is a flag down.
They're saying it's going to go against Northwestern.
During the return, holding. Excuse me, during the kick, holding. Return team number 33. 10-yard penalty, first down.
They go to Hyman, who's been the hot hand of late. Got cut down, though, by Anthony Shockey. Lausch has an open target. Heading into the open field. He hits midfield. Big play. Biggest passing play of the game so far for Northwestern. Saw that to full effect. Now a little decoy is heading for the Lausch run. Another aspect of how they can be dynamic with Lausch's legs. Love has always been football. Loved both, but wanted to play for Northwestern. Getting the shot to start tonight. Hands off to Porter here. He starts to creep his way up towards another first down.
Lausch has been warming up here. Yep. He's getting on his game.
He's 7 for his last 10 through the air. They go to the ground this time. It is Porter.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, Porter runs with his eyes. That's exactly what that is right there. So, and he believes it. And so he's gonna not afraid to take the nice little cut back inside. Right here, boom, come back inside, then back outside. Trust your speed, run through things. That's a good job. He's playing himself a nice game here tonight. Almost 70 yards rushing right there.
You see the identity that he sets the tone with for the offense. And like you said, Lausch settling in. 7 for his last 10 through the air. Stays poised, has to elude the pocket. Trying to track him down is Oliveira Chase. Good pursuit there from Nicholas Oliveira Chase. Northwestern said we have to win within the margins. A week away from conference play against Washington next week. Still only up 7 though here with plenty of time to go in this game. Again, a good stand from the Eastern Illinois defensive line. See if they go there. They flip it out, check down Porter instead. Ran into Elijah with Tolbert. Hard collision out of the edge. Tolbert slaps the turf as he hops up. Not nearly as much wind as there was last week here at Northwestern Medicine Field at Martin Stadium. Jack Olson. Boy, he hammered that. And he gave Northwestern a 2-possession lead. At 17-7. Get a touchback there. 8:18 to go in this third quarter. Wrap up a fittingly very exciting year in Evanston, trying to build off it this season. C.J. Nelson makes the catch here for Eastern Illinois. Just a great dude off the field, away from football. One of the nicest people you'll ever chat with. Family man.
Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Forward progress halted there. Mentioned he was a defensive lineman himself. He's hoping his D-line can step up here. Eastern Illinois took a big jump themselves under Chris Wilkerson last year. It was a 6-win jump. Oh, that was intercepted off the carom. This football's going back to the Cats. It's Turner on the interception. Devin Turner with the pick. Now Lausch goes back to work. Quick throw. Kurtz feeding off the momentum. Going back to that interception, it was Mueller who was initially on the coverage. That catch-punch mindset that they mentioned in our meetings. We've seen a few different balls where it's been deflected and nearly intercepted. That time they get it as Komalafe gets on the carry there for a gain of 4.
Nice job of the offensive line, open up inside, giving them some place to run. That interception was a doink off the tight end. They didn't count for that one.
No, they've had some doinks over the years in Chicago. This one, a defensive doink into the hands. Out to the flats. Perimeter. E.J. Henning, and he gets dropped out. A little slow to get up there. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. Lausch steps up. Looking for Kurtz again, who slides down. He made this grab.
Well, that one's all on the quarterback because he had a free blitzer coming off his right side. He just turned and ran. He was able to keep his eyes downfield, find the open receiver, and makes the throw. Kurtz has his feet down before he slides out of bounds. Nice job. He's going to be forced out. Get on his horse, find the open receiver, make the throw.
That final drive of the opening half felt really important for him confidence-wise as they go back to Komalafe. His mindset was just be a good teammate, keep working. That work's starting to pay off in the red zone here. Really good pocket, really good pass, really good catch. Inside of the 5, they go. Thomas Gordon on the ground. 17-7, Northwestern trying to extend this lead. Lausch to the end zone. They do just that. Heading on the reception. First passing touchdown of the season for Northwestern. They moved the ball well in the opening half. Holly getting pressured though, and Jalen Payton is in his face quickly. Very smooth transition for him into that roll. Dart over the middle, and that is caught by Cooper Willman. The chunk that Eastern Illinois needed, and they get it in the target. It's been their most lucrative tonight in Willman. Holly was pressured by Hubbard, got it to Willman
nice
again.
catch.
What an adjustment there over near the sideline.
Holly's pass is
To hand it off, Eastern Illinois kind of says, let's run into that space that they're giving us. Jay Pearson on the carry.
They got the first right there. They'll move the change.
Dropped from behind, second sack of the night for Northwestern, and it's Michael Kilbay.
Michael Kilbay.
For the second straight week. When it closed, that's the mentality this week. Play a full 4 quarters, getting a good chunk of the yardage back to set up third and somewhat manageable here on the Pierce Holly throw to the sideline.
If they play him a little bit more than that, we're still playing him in his zone.
Dart, that would be complete. It is for a first down.
That's excellent job by Holly. Good job of protection up front.
Can't say enough about his performance tonight. A stop and go and some footwork from Gibson to sneak inside of the red zone before he's brought down by Odzimo.
There's Gibson running right. That's a really nice route that he ran back there, but more important was yards after the catch. This ball is, I'll tell you what, Holly's throwing the ball really well. This is a nice job. Making a miss, then getting upfield. Really well done.
They put 4 receivers in this next set.
This offensive line's giving them time, so they haven't been getting very much pressure at all, other than that sack.
There's another sack, the third of the game for the Northwestern D-line. Holly gets it away quickly. Out to Gibson. Good open field tackle from Evan Smith, along with Josh Russell, have kind of stepped into the role that Ori Adei would be playing if he wasn't injured. Holly wants the end zone. He wants Gibson broken up into the corner. Excellent coverage from Theron Johnson. They need 12. Holly hit as he throws. Incomplete. Wanted Willman, Theron Johnson on the coverage once again. Creates a turnover on downs. Now the Northwestern offense takes back over. This is how they started the game, and it's how they want to try to finish it with their identity.
We have a playlist and we play music, and sometimes it's just the 5 of us. Sometimes there's 15 people, depending on who's at the game. Celebration for the Browns. You have to celebrate the wins because they don't always come easy.
So who's the best dancer in the family before we let you go?
Andrew Braun. Andrew Braun has got the moves.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, shout out to Andrew. Shout out to the Dub Club. Post-win, well, they're looking like if A.J. Henning keeps making plays like that, you could have more Dub Club celebrations post-wins for Northwestern this year.
Nice job of the offensive line protection. Gave him a lot of time to throw, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Nice job by Henning.
(24-7), Cats up, and Lausch starting to really settle in. Goes out to the edge this time for Calvin Johnson. And He picks up a first down. Mentioned, man, he's got some big shoes to fill with Megatron and all that, but he's looking for to get a few big plays.
How he got through those 2 tackles, I have no idea. Watch this. Look, they had him dead to rights. Right. He just splits right between the middle. They both take a bad job of their angles. That's a great job. Calvin Johnson got the name. He lives up to that one. He'll be a great player.
Gain of 17. He played 4 positions in high school. You saw the athleticism on display there. Lausch has Henning again. Second time on this series. Those two linked up for a good connection. Getting down to the 10-yard line now. Washington team that fell short in the Apple Cup today against their in-state rival, Washington State.
That's a big win for Washington State.
It is. Under the lights. All he needed for Ford was to get dark here on the lake because he started 3 for 11. But he's going to the end. Is another touchdown. A total. And the team. 4 lanes.
Nice protection. Excellent throw. Lang at the back of the end zone gets his feet down. Can't ask for better than that. Lausch right now. Lausch has settled down. He's exactly in a spot where he wants to be.
Makes it 31-7. See Lausch there. He is really looking confident now, dapping up his guys on the sideline. Into the teeth of the Northwestern defense. They were ready that time. A defense that has looked really stout through a couple of weeks, and now make it 3 weeks under defensive coordinator Tim McGargle. Again, his first year as the DC, but last 6 years as the linebackers coach. He's a Chicago native himself. Recruits the south side of Chicago, so he recruited the QB who's making his first start tonight for Northwestern, Jack Lausch. So he's known him for a while, and he's been in that similar spot as a player himself because he played for Northwestern. So he knows the pressure of having your family in the stands, having friends here. First start for the hometown team. But the Chicago, Illinois connection's really all over the place. And that one, a cool one, because you don't often ask the defensive coordinator about the quarterback for their team in the meetings that we have with the coaches, but had to this week. And Tim McGargle is able to give some good advice to Jack Lausch, who he's known for several years now before his first start tonight.
Yeah, it's Lausch has done himself a nice job here. As the game's gone on, he's gotten better. And you can see he's seeing the field really well.
There was a little contact in the matchup there between Willman and Fussell. But no
Fussell was fine. Fussell was on the top end shoulder. They were trying to back shoulder throw, but he underthrew it too much. Sets up this 4th down. Braden Turner made himself a nice play there on that 2nd down. Did a nice job coming off and taking that running back down.
A.J. Henning back to return this punt. He's been big offensively in this second half. And has had some really good returns to set up Jack Lausch with good field position for most of the day. High arcing boot from the Aussie. Plenty of hang time for Horvath. The way they did the first couple of weeks. You got to stretch a back-to-back against Ohio State and Michigan in late November. Of course, a tough stretch there, but they can go into any game if the defense is playing this way, and if the offensive line is keeping up Jack Lausch. David Braun said, if we're going to win Big Ten championships, we got to win it in the margins. We can't turn the ball over. We got to win the O-line battle. It's got to happen in the details.
Yeah, and so now, you know, he's taking Lausch out right now, and Mike Wright is the quarterback, so they feel comfortable exactly where they're at. This offensive line, though, the offensive line has been the key to tonight's win. Lausch was beneficiary of how well they protected him.
Able to connect to Hunter Wilson here, and he gallops up the sideline with Mike Wright, as you mentioned, in at QB now. Of course, a tough position for Mike Wright to lose that starting job. David Braun said hey, keep preparing like you're the starter. You never know what's going to happen. It's a mindset that's easier said than done to now switch to that backup role, but he continues to be a great teammate, Mike Wright.
It's the same thing that Lausch did.
Yep.
It's the exact same thing that Lausch did. He was preparing himself always like he was a starter, and that's the same thing Wright should do.
Mike Wright started the first couple of games, won a very close QB battle out of camp. Really good day for Jack Lausch. 227 yards passing, 20 of 31, couple of touchdowns. No interceptions at 62 yards with his legs, all of which came in the first half. It was interesting. It didn't have rushing yards in the second half. Really started to settle in with his arm, most importantly in the second half, after he kind of used his legs to get him going, but that's the athlete that they have now as well, in addition to the arm at the starting QB spot.
And they also had 3 drops in the first half, so who knows how far that takes him.
Yeah, he'll go into what should be a great atmosphere at Washington next week for his first start in a Big Ten matchup. Washington's first Big Ten conference matchup. On top of that, found Marshall Lang as well for his second passing touchdown. Omalafe, the young back out of the group, redshirt freshman from Katy, Texas, has been mentored by Chris Foster, their running backs coach, who they really enjoy having on the staff. Bill O'Boyle doing a great job with the offensive line. That has 78, again, combined starts across the board.
On the 44.
We're going to hit the 2-minute timeout coming up here.
Indiana is beating UCLA, but
Kurt Cignetti's team out west, they put up some points. Extremely successful. Had a chance to do some of his JMU games. Set a culture there, and now he's trying to set a culture with the details at Indiana. Kind of turn a new era with Hoosier football.
yeah, that offensive line is going to have to play a big game there. They're going to have to do as well or better than they did today.
Lane opens up there for Jay Pearson.
They may not have the flashiest talent, but they will work together, and they'll play hard.
Going to be a big one for him next week. Purple on purple. Washington and Northwestern next week. Coming up after the game, the Big Ten Live football postgame sponsored by State Farm. Breaks down all the action. Of course, lots to talk about around the conference. Mentioned Nebraska up big on Northern Iowa. And right now, clock will wind down on Northwestern's first win with Jack Lausch as the starting QB, and possibly the start of a new era under center. 31-7, the final over Eastern Illinois. They'll put non-conference play on the back burner and in the Big Ten play next week, Matt.